I'm Larry Farver, and let's queer up politics. Melania Trump backs LGBTQ plus rights while supporting Supreme Court ruling on trans athlete bans. First Lady Melania Trump is drawing attention after voicing support for LGBTQ plus rights while also supporting the U.S. Supreme Court's decision allowing states to restrict transgender girls from competing on girls' and women's sports teams. In a post on Twitter referencing the court's ruling, Melania wrote, quote, "As many of you may know, I fully support the LGBTQIA plus community, but we also must ensure that our female athletes are protected and respected. America, we can support the rights of LGBTQIA plus community and also protect opportunities for female athletes. Respect everyone and keep girls' sports fair. Both ideals are essential," end quote. The Supreme Court ruled 6-3 that Idaho and West Virginia may continue enforcing laws limiting girls' and women's sports teams to athletes based on biological sex. The ruling was criticized by the ACLU, which posted on Blue Sky, quote, "The Supreme Court ruled that states can ban transgender girls from school sports. This is a devastating ruling for trans students across the country who simply want the freedom to play with their friends," end quote. Well, Melania only got it half right, which is not a surprise. But go ahead.
Also just how both sides of her mouth she's speaking. She's literally naming that she supported LGBTQIA community, while on the other side of the mouth is like, T doesn't apply.
Well, does anyone else
but let's give Larry had the right. Are there any other comments you wanted to make?
Well, of course, but that's okay. We're enthusiastic about this story. So, I mean, one of the things I wanted to say too was, unfortunately, there's still this misinformation out there that trans athletes are all strong and, steroidal, so to speak. And it's, if they're on any kind of hormone replacements, that's going to impact things. I think it's such a small percentage of the population. And school sports really should be about socialization, camaraderie, having a good time, the best time of your life in school. If I could go back, even though I talked about bullying before, there were some times in school where I would go back in a heartbeat just to go back for that moment.
Well, like it says in the story, playing with their friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, is anybody else at this table among the many who knew that First Lady Miasma fully supports the LGBTQIA community? I mean, where did that come from?
Look,
I was completely in shock. And does she know that the T in LGBTQIA doesn't stand for tramp or trollop? I mean, bitch, look it up.
But it's also worth pointing out that this administration, just like the first Trump administration, they keep saying that they're gay friendly. Trump is notoriously Trump waved a reversed upside down rainbow flag in front of him during the first campaign. They claim that they love gay people. They staff with Bissett.
God. He's a homosexual. He's not gay. He's a homosexual. There's a big difference.
I am not disagreeing with you.
Yes.
I'm saying that the administration like to put up tokens to signal that they're pro-LGBTQ. One of their greatest donors is Peter Thiel, another homosexual.
Self-hating homosexual.
They always build a shield like you can't say that I'm anti-gay. Look at all these queers I appoint to the government without realizing that we all see the transparency of it, that, these people are not working or advocating for our community. They're actively working against it or at the very least ignore it. And with Melania, I'm not surprised. I mean, this is another party line statement that just come out and say, I support gay people. Not all gay people, just gay people who agrees with it.
Yes, and one with Melania, empty words, honey. Empty words.
Yes.
I don't care I don't want your sympathy. Go F yourself is what I think to that. You're literally part of an administration going after people, going after us. I do think it's very much a strategy for the Republican Party to decide to have gay men around while attacking trans people, because it's a very common thing to divide and conquer. The British used to do this. Ask Bobby. He can tell you all about it later. The British. But seriously, they want to divide us. They want gay men to be like, oh, the Trump administration's great, and they want trans people to say, well, the gay men are all have the pros. And like, in reality, they're trying to get us to fight amongst ourselves when the real enemy is both Donald Trump and his wife and the rest of the gang.
Remember that they even have a trans person as a token supporter, Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Dear First Lady, be less best.
Well, that I think is the last word on this one. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.